What's up, YouTube? This is Vanguard Reborn. Sorry I haven't posted a while. Had some stuff going through, I was out of work, didn't have a standard deck. People at locals died off, and yeah. But now I'm back. We're getting the locals restarted at my shop, Fire and Dice, 589 Bridgeport Ave, Milford, Connecticut. And this is my top 8 deck profile for Soul Saver Palamedes. What day was it? Yesterday. Came in 5th place. And overall, like, we played top 8. I came in 5th place. Before we played the top 8 out, in overall standings, I came in 2nd place. And, yeah, so, let's get started. So this is the starter. Draw your card, yada yada. I played the 4 crits. The other 4 crits. This is the good crit because it's a high beast. I'll try to do a little combo video at the end if anybody... yeah. 4 hills. 4 draws. So, that's my triggers. So, then the MVP card right here. Soul Saver Dragon. So, overall, this card was ridiculous. Literally... I soul savered people maybe in about 2 games. You should, like in your first game, you should soul saver within the first 2 turns and you kill. And it's ridiculous. So then I played 2 palamedes. So me and my team that went up there, we had a lot of discussions about this. Some people thought I should play 4. I personally thought 4 was too much. And I didn't play 4. So I played it at 2. Whenever I seen it, it was really, really strong. Whenever I didn't see it, it was whatever. Then I played 2 Alfred. So this card is really good. You want a backup Vanguard for turns when you can't fully soul saver. Like usually I soul saver within my first 2 turns. But if I couldn't and I knew it, I would go for the Alfred. And Alfred's really good because you just deck thin. You want to deck thin so you could get to your triggers and push for more damage when you actually have to do your soul saver turn. So, then we played 4 Akanes. She calls out your Pongo. You'll see him later. And she was like MVP of the day. Whenever I saw her... she really gets you to your soul saver faster. And you want to soul charge, you want to get there, you want to get your... What is it? She makes 61k columns with no force markers on soul saver. And if you do it 2 times in a row, it's too much pressure. People can't do anything about it. Oops. Then I played 4 Sage of the Arts. So he's really good because he's 15 whenever you have 3 other units. And going second, not going second. Oh, when you're on grade 2, depending on how many units you put out, he really makes that difference. Because you want to get off your 3 attacks. You want to just put heavy amounts of pressure early game. And then I played the 4 Blaster Blades. Self-explanatory. You want to ride this grade 2. If I didn't ride him grade 2, I typically rode him grade 2. Because, yeah, but you want to ride him grade 2, get that extra crit, really push that early game pressure. And last, the grade 1 lineup. 2 Paint Painters. So, yeah. I used this card. I didn't resolve the effect at all. No, I resolved it 1 game. And it did matter. It was against my Great Nature matchup. I played it. Took a card from the drop zone. Put it into the soul or at the bottom of the deck. You don't care about putting it at the bottom of the deck. Unless you're really about to deck out. You want to put it in the soul. Get your soul saver games. Push. So now, all of these grade 1s were the MVPs of the day. Marin. Whoa, this card, I had to resolve it, I think, every single game. I only played it at 3, because 4 was too clunky, and you can get the skill off like once per turn, unless you have 2 on board, then it's twice in turn, but it's still a counterblast. So, You need this card. Every Royal Paladin should play this card. It's phenomenal. You draw your card by playing a card. So you literally, you put a body to board and you have it negged. And it gets +3. Amazing. This bad boy right here. So, before, me and my friends, we were talking about either putting this to 3 and dropping this to 3. And I thought 4 of this card is amazing. If anybody doesn't know, whenever you ride your grade 3, you put it in soul. You draw a card, then you superior call a card from your hand. Sure, it's kind of situational because you need to ride a grade 3, but almost every turn, you're going to ride a grade 3 because you're decked in so much, you're drawing so much, and yeah, so every time I put Soul Saver, I would typically put this in Soul, bring out a Connie Counterblast, get Pongo, skill a Marin, draw a card, use Pongo effect, and you're netting so much advantage, and you just have to try to keep up. My whole thing was I wanted to keep up with Protect decks, because Protect decks, they get a lot of advantage, and that's hard to get over, and they want to go into the grind game. So just in case I ran into somebody that had a Protect deck that was getting too much advantage, I'd be able to have the same amount while putting out bigger numbers. Then you got the 4 Pongos. So good. You know, put something in your soul from your deck if it's a trigger +5. This is really important on grade 2. Because, alright, so now I'm going to do a few combos real fast. So, majority of the time, if I didn't see these 4 cards in my hand, it didn't matter. I was putting everything back. But all you really need is these 3 cards and some other thing. So on grade 2, you know, you play that skill, you get your Pongo, wherever he is, right behind the Blaster Blade, then you call that. That's 15. This is 18 to 23 on grade 2. And then you call, if I didn't have a good grade 1, I would call like this, because then she gets +3, making it 18 at their 8. Or, either Marin or that, just start getting set up for your Soul Saver turns. And you want to just keep putting bodies on board during grade 2. So, you want to keep putting bodies on the board for grade 2. And then once you get to grade 3, then, you know, haha, you just in there. Other things about the deck. Also, a big problem I realized with this deck was that I kept drawing grade 3s. And I thought that was a problem at first until I really put in some thought about it. And so the way you get to Soul Saver's skill off every, like the first 2 turns, is you gotta attack, you have to put it in Soul, you have to get the next one. Next turn you ride another one. Typically, I would get Palamedes out, and it was just GG no re. And it was really good. He's an 89k column with a Marinette triggered and 1 Force Marker under. If it's not, it gets +40, so that's 53 swinging by itself. Sometimes I did put a Force Marker to make it 63. And yeah, let's see, overall matchups. My matchups were, I went 4-1. So round 1 I played Angels. We went to game 3, it was good. Game 2 I played my friend Santana. He actually came in first. He played Garmor. And yeah, he just, we both knew what each other's decks did, so he got me. We went to game 3, whatever. Then what was it? Round 3 I played Ezel. Good deck, whatever. They get a lot of advantage. They get a lot of Excel circles. That hurts a lot. Round 4 I played Great Nature. Oh my gosh. So we went to game 3. I had 4 cards left in deck. And I was just chucking away. I had to keep doing. I resolved Soul Saver 3 times that turn. 3 times that game. With Palamedes on board 2 times. And wow, that deck is nuts. Oh, by the way, guys, I haven't played since the first set had dropped. Like when these guys were released, and then I kind of just left because I was like, standard. But now I'm back because Angel Feathers and stuff. round 5, I played Neonectars. He also topped. We came in the same card together. He was playing Neonectars. Good deck, you know. There was decks that were heavily represented there were Neonectars and what else? Great Nature. They were in there. I'm just gonna put these there, make it look pretty. Then in my top 8, I played one more Neonectars. So they play a tomato guy, and I got really focused on trying to get the Vanguard, and I couldn't get the Vanguard. Like, so we went to game 3. Soul Saver was not working for me this game, and I didn't get any of my real combo pieces to trigger off. I was getting really, really janky stuff like drawing him and just Blaster Blade and no Akane pieces. Oh, and drawing stuff like this. Stuff like this, you can't use it because you need him for him. And these are just vanillas on the rear guards. He's a good vanilla on the rear guard, but he's not Akane on the rear guard. And, but yeah. So top 8, I played against Neonectar. They play this tomato guy. And the tomato guy is ridiculous. He lets you draw a card every turn. So he was keeping up with my card advantage. And they put out almost the same amount of numbers as I do. And it was just really, really rough, but I enjoyed it. Everybody was great. I'd recommend this deck for a lot of budget players if they think they can't afford Alfred. There were Alfred players there. None of them topped. I only topped. What was top 8? Top 8 was 2 Great Nature, 2 Neonectar, 1 Soul Saver. What was it? 1 Garmor, 1 Angel, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I don't remember the other deck. I'm sorry, person, that I've forgotten. Oh no, Lajin Magus something. And yeah, so it was Lajin Magus with the new witch support. There you go. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you again.